Motivation Mornings with Marnie and Melissa, and today we have extra special guest Terry Kerr. Yay! You may remember her from a previous episode, but it's been a while, so it's great to have you back, Terry.
I don't think I was on camera for that one.
Oh, maybe not. That was pre-camera days.
Yes, that was when because I remember very clearly lying in bed.
That's one of the reasons we did it that way initially.
Yeah.
But hey, everyone likes to see our smiling faces in the morning, it seems. So, hey, I'm Melissa Houston. I'm a health insurance specialist and financial planner in beautiful Victoria, BC, Canada. And I am very excited that tomorrow is Earth Day.
Yes, it is. Me too.
Me three. Hi, and I'm Marnie Dietrichfield, also here in Victoria, BC. And yeah, I'm excited too. Earth Day, Earth Day, Earth Day. So, and I don't know, Terry, do you want to just give a quick intro before we go into our value? Oh, I guess I should give an overview. We're going to be doing our value statements and then sharing what's inspiring us this week. And then we're going to let Terry have the floor for a bit, whatever she wants to share, look out, and whatever wellness tips she wants to share this morning, and then we'll share our contact information. Melissa will share our journal quote, and then we'll each of us are gonna share what we're grateful for this week, and we hope you'll through all this also be sharing in the chat, because we'd love to hear from you, and finish up with maybe a motivational quote or two. We'll see. So so that's what's happening. So we'll do that in a sec. But Terry, do you want to give a quick hi? How are you?
Hi, how are you? Yes. Hi, everybody. My name is Terry Kerr. I'm an executive coach and empowerment strategist with the Unstuck Duck Coaching. And I am super excited to be here this early in the morning. I haven't spoken to anybody yet, so I apologize that my voice is not, well, it's kind of sexy actually. Anyway, super excited about being here. And I have something exciting to share, which is super exciting. I have all the exciting. It's all about exciting today.
Yay. A great way to start the day. Sun and excitement.
Yes.
That's awesome. So we'll go through our value statement and head into what's inspiring us. So, all right.
All right. Our value statement today: we gather
in the spirit of possibility,
in support of community,
to encourage holistic well-being,
to empower our authentic selves,
to share appreciation,
to express compassion,
and to enjoy this gift of life.
Yes.
Sorry, I had a moment of, did I hit record? That happened. That was that pause. Okay.
Our brain does that just in the middle of anything.
Yep.
Well, who should go first? Did you want to go first, Marnie? You, or should I?
Sure. So I was thinking about it. There's a lot to be inspired by these days, but in particular, I wanted to, last week we were shouting out Terry Kerr. This week, I'm going to share about another woman who we all know, Carmel Ecker. She's been diligently posting gratitude each day for this month. So today will be day 21. And it's inspiring me, just what she's noticing and what she's sharing. And even, yesterday was something about, not reaching a goal, but how she managed to find gratitude. And so it's fun to see her journey, and it is public. So that I share her name and write it in after, but it's just the reminder that there's always something to be grateful for every day, and the different ways that you can find it, and also inspire me, because I know that's commitment to actually, everybody doesn't have to do it publicly, but to actually take the time to write it down. And she's finding images. And so I know there's intention and work behind that, as well as noticing gratitude. So I'm inspired by that.
I've been really enjoying those posts as well. So right there with you, Marnie. Great thing for everyone to be mindful of the things they're grateful for in their lives. Well, I wanted to share, because of Earth Day tomorrow, I wanted to, that's always just inspiring in general, but there's always different things happening to celebrate, different activities. Um, Often there's cleanups happening. So I wanted to find something that really resonated with me to share as some way to recognize or acknowledge it. And I came across a virtual event by the Nature Conservatory. No, Conservancy, Nature Conservancy. And so it's a virtual event tomorrow. It starts at 9 a.m. Pacific. Um, it doesn't, I couldn't find anything as far as like the agenda, so I'm not sure how long it lasts, but they have a whole list of speakers. So I would not be surprised if it was a full day event. So you can register to get the link. It's a free event. And then just tune in when you can. Because they've got, I wrote down some of the types of speakers they have. A lot of them are science related, but it's a really diverse group too. A lot of women scientists. They have their chief scientist at the Nature Conservancy, who is an atmospheric scientist. They have a watershed forest manager, an environmental journalist. Oh, and this one really spoke to me, Marnie. A biology professor who is deemed the queen of the forest canopy. And a marine ecologist that is a coral manager. I would love to get more information about coral health. And an agriculture and food systems scientist. So just a whole bunch of really knowledgeable people who are doing things to improve the state of the world. And I'm really excited. I probably won't be able to just sit and listen. I'll probably need to multitask throughout my day, but I'm really excited to at least tune in and hear some things about what's going on with, improving the state of our world and making sure it's healthy. And there's always more we can do. So that's what the link I'll share in the comments today.
Did you know that my first degree was geography and environmental studies?
No, I did not.
And my first degree, I got my husband out of that degree, is what I usually say.
It's something.
But right out of university, my very first job, both Jeff and I got on, it's a bit of a story as to how we both ended up at the same job, but we got a contract with the Ministry of Forests, and we were out in the bush for 6 months. We were doing a coastal montane biodiversity research project. And it was super interesting because we had all these types of people so we set up the camp, and so we were up Mount Cain, which is North Island. And we would set up these transects, and it was like a 500-meter transect across the terrain. And then there would be little places where you would have like count. So all these scientists and biologists and whatever would come, and they'd count their particular thing along that transect. So there was a bug guy, and there was a salamander guy, and there was a bear and big mammal guy, and there was like all these different people that were super interesting, that they had spent their entire life focused on this one organism, whether it was a bear or a cougar. My favorite was one night we had to lie in the swamp and count the bats.
Ooh.
That was super interesting and fun.
Wow.
Although it was kind of hard to tell whether it was the same bat.
Yeah, if it's just doing circles.
Like, what?
Just might really like that spot. Lots of good bugs.
Well, I was in the swamp after all.
That's so interesting. The secret history.
Yeah.
Secret history of Terry.
Yeah.
I love it.
I love it. Yes. That's awesome.
Well, we'll turn the floor over to you to share what is inspiring you, or anything you want to share about exciting things coming up.
This is your time, Terry. So
got the floor. We're all ears.
Well,
I also just want to.
Go
Sorry, I
ahead.
was just wanted to say a quick good morning to Leanne, who's with us this morning. Welcome, Leanne. With us.
I did not intend to speak about bats. That was not what I was coming here for. And it's funny, I wasn't intended to speaking about, well, I was going to come in and talk about ducks, but that wasn't part of our research project. So anyways, yes, so big exciting thing for me this week. So first of all, like I said in my intro, my name is Terry Kerr. I am an executive coach by trade. I'm an empowerment strategist by passion. And I work with women, smart, competent business women, mostly women entrepreneurs who struggle with some self-sabotage in their day, who are looking for some, really just go through their day and then wonder if they actually got anything done, because they feel like they didn't get anything done because either they were procrastinating or they were working on the small little things that aren't moving them forward in their business, or it's even worse if you go through a whole month and you're like, what have I done this month? But yes, basically people who are navigating the overwhelm of entrepreneurship, and I can help them to create a fulfilling and a profitable career and business and life. Just by, I do all these different things, but one of the things that I really enjoy helping women get unstuck. So getting them out of the muck that holds them stuck. And I use a lot of duck metaphors because it works so often. So this particular woman that I'm talking about is like a duck that has one foot that's stuck in the muck and she's twirling around with the other, like just paddling and going around in circles. That's the type of person in business that I like to work with, and to help her get unstuck from that and fly. Go from the muck to the magic is what I like to say. So one of the things that I have coming up and I'm super duper excited about, I don't know if we're already at the stage where I can talk about this, but I can't think of anything else, so I'm going to talk about it, is coming up on May 3rd, I am going to be hosting a 5-day, totally free, a 5-day challenge on Facebook. It's going to be 5 days of training. And it's called Stop the Dive and Start to Thrive. And it's specifically to help break that cycle of self-sabotage and the procrastination and the inner chatter and even the outer chatter, what comes out of our mouth, and perfectionism, and that kind of all these things that hold us small and hold us stuck. And so, yes, I'm going to be doing that I just launched it yesterday. So today, it's just getting it all set up. It's kind of one of those things that I can't wait to tell you what my inspirational quote is for the day, that I know you guys do that. But yeah, so that is my big news, my big to-do, big Yahoo. So yeah.
That's wonderful. Yeah. And we'll definitely be making sure to share the links to your challenge in your Facebook group below after this. So
yeah, is there a specific link for the challenge, or can they just find it on your website?
It is. It's actually linked out of my website, so it's unstuckduck.ca/stop-the-dive.
Perfect. We will be sharing that for sure. And I've already signed up.
I know. I saw that and I'm very excited. And I think Marnie did too.
Excellent. We are the unofficial, I wanted to say sponsor,
well, actually,
but no, we're not sponsoring.
It actually, in the first, I think I have almost 20 people signed up already.
Oh, wow. That's amazing.
So I'm super excited about that.
Are you limiting the number? Is it nope.
Nope. It's going to be free on Facebook. So there's going to be a group that you'll join a group, and then that group, I'll go live every day at 10 o'clock Pacific. If you can't make it for some reason or another, which, it's, people have stuff, right? So if you can't make it, the videos will be available in there for another week after, so you can download them, or you can, and there will be downloadables, like some resources as with each one. So yeah. Mhm.
Excellent. Well, I will be sharing it with everyone.
I so appreciate that. That's awesome. I think the thing is that we can all get into that state. And sometimes it's just that one little tip or trick that you're going to get from that week that might change everything for you. And,
So true.
you know, it could be something that I would think is just a flippant off the cuff comment by me, but somebody else might be like, holy crap, that was exactly what I needed to hear. And it's just like we always say, the right people are in the room at all the time, every time that we gather. I think the right thing, you know, what is it? The teacher comes, or the lesson, there's a cliche in there somewhere, about how, you know, the teacher appears when you need it. And, you know, I've had this past, well, year, it's been interesting to try to keep motivated for me. Like, what is it that motivates me every day? And so I decided to throw this challenge out there. It was one of those, you know, I'm going to set a date and start the registration, and then I'm going to build it so that it's backwards thinking, but that's kind of, so now I'm in this, okay, I've given myself 3 weeks to get it all set up and prepared. I know I have it all well, I have a lot of it. I have most of it done now, but that was that impetus of setting that deadline to get me out of this procrastination state. So yeah, I don't know if either of you can relate to that.
Oh, no, not at all.
I'm all alone.
That's why I joined the challenge, because I don't have any problems with procrastination.
Yeah.
I'm not too bad with procrastinating, but I do find if I have like a bigger project that I'm working on that requires focused energy and attention, that I will do a whole bunch of those smaller things first, because I feel like if I work on the big focus thing that I won't get to the little things. So I feel like, okay, I'll do these little things first. And then what happens is that starts spreading into my whole day, and then I don't end up getting to the focus big project. So that's my tendency.
I actually was, you know how Facebook gives you these memories that you can look back at where you were. And I did my master's in leadership studies back in 2013, 2014. And I had posted, you know, that I had an assignment due. So that meant that all the laundry is done. Suddenly I'm dusting. I've never dusted anything. You know, like my kitchen has never been this clean. I've got, you know, all of, you know, that I even got out that little scrubby thing, and I'm inside the crevices of the cooktop. So yeah, you can tell then when I have something that is coming up, that suddenly my house will never be as clean as it is now. Oh, you muted yourself, hon. Melissa, you're muted.
Thank you.
There you go. You hit the button and then you started talking. And I'm like,
I was just gonna say, yeah, and then I convinced myself, I was like, oh, look at all the clean house that I have. I've been productive, but I haven't actually gotten to the thing that matters.
yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Well, that's
Yeah.
awesome. All right. I think we should probably try and move on in case people have places to be at 8 o'clock. So thank you, Terry.
You're
I'm sure
welcome.
we're gonna get some people joining the challenge. And it's, let's see, time for me to share our contact information. Oh, except that I'm on here for some reason. There we go. If you have anything you'd like to share with us, ideas, quotes that you would like us to perhaps feature on a future webcast, feel free to email us at motivation.mornings@gmail.com. Our Facebook page, which you are likely on right this moment, but if you are not, please visit us at MM with MM. That's where we're sharing all the resources under our Facebook Lives. And then there's our Instagram, motivation_mornings_with_MM. We have reminders on Wednesday mornings, and we also post images of our motivational quotes. And finally, there's our YouTube channel. go ahead and scribble that down, but I can also email that address to you if you'd like. That is ideal for people who are not able to join us live on Wednesday mornings, and they like to get reminders of when the recordings are posted. So that's a great alternative for people as well. And then journaling prompt. I know Marnie's getting her pen, always does. All right, for all you journalers out here, here's what I got for you today. What would I write in a letter to a beloved child on how to find happiness? It's very specific. What would I write in a letter to a beloved child on how to find happiness? That's what we got today. Sorry, did I need to bring it back, Marnie?
No, I got it all. I got it all.
Okay.
Sorry. I can't respond. I need to write this out. Ooh, goodness. These are always, oh boy.
Yeah, it's a good batch. Again, I don't write these out. It's from Simplicity magazine, I think it was. Yes. All right. And then on to gratitudes. Do you want to kick us off, Marnie?
Okay. I am grateful for oh so much, but in particular, I got a surprise in the garden yesterday, or anyway, this week. And I want to introduce you to the sun is on. This is Nikki, the gnome, but the sun is just beautiful greens and blues and purples, and it's hand knit. And there's this little fern top, the hat of the gnome. Anyway, it was an absolute surprise, and it's Nikki with a G, just so you know, Nikki, gnome, Nikki, gnome. Anyway, so I am just so grateful for this surprise. Was not expecting it, and it may just be I may have a mascot now. I'm not sure. But just grateful for surprises and handmade gifts that, oh my gosh, and like the gnome. That's my gratitude. Nikki the gnome.
Adorable.
We used to have a gnome named
Love
Jerome,
that.
but he was stolen. I used to have a gnome named Jerome. Jerome the
I like
gnome.
that name.
I'm actually part of a whole group of gnomies. We used to go around gnoming each other, but that wasn't me. Now I want to get back into gnoming.
My father-in-law paints them.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
Well, it was interesting.
I don't have any in my garden. I should get one.
Yeah. Well, and this one, yeah, I don't think I have one outdoors either. This is indoor. It's yarn, but yeah, and it's interesting. Well, totally off topic, but not. I shared earlier this week a post because there's actually a bit of a gnome shortage in the world. Like, this was out of Britain because I guess because of COVID and the Suez Canal, there's actually a shortage of gnomes. And I posted about it as a, like, in other news, kind of chuckling, and then a gnome showed up. So.
Wow. Well, geez, I better get on that. It might be hard to find one.
Thank
And
you.
Terry.
Leanne likes it. Sorry.
Yes.
Thanks, Leanne.
Did Leanne share a gratitude?
She hasn't.
No,
or if she has. Yeah.
Okay. Did you have one you wanted to share, Terry?
Yes. So for me, sorry, you might have, yep, they're gone. Okay. Today, you know what? Yesterday, I bought a kiddie pool for my dog, and I decided to put it on my deck, and I felt like I was beside the pool the whole day. I worked beside the pool all day. It was super, I don't know, there was just something about the water. I mean, yes, it was just, this big. It's 42 inches across, but I have a pool on my deck now.
Hey.
And I had,
great.
it was a beautiful day. I mean, I am so thankful for the weather this week. And it was just something little. It was funny. Like, I don't know what, at the end of the day, I was like, why do I feel so complete? And I
Mm.
think it was because I got to be around water, and I love water. It was fabricated water, and that's fine, but it was something so silly, and yet it was so calming.
Do you have little water fountains for your house?
No, that would make me pee a lot.
Oh. That's a shame because
Yes.
that's a nice way to have like the babbling brook
Mm.
noise. I have a little bit of that with my cat water fountain. Well,
Oh, I love that though,
I
Terry.
will,
That's awesome. That's fun pool. That's a fun pool.
yeah,
And I just wanted to share,
sometimes it's the little things in life.
Leanne did share what she's grateful for. So, oh yeah, and she didn't get sunburnt yesterday, which in the sun, yes, there's definitely. Oh, and she has a Romeo and Juliet ornament. So okay, I need to rewatch that movie. Actually, sorry.
I
So
haven't
many
seen
garden
it.
puns in that one. Oh my gosh, I was not expecting to enjoy it as much as I did, but there's a lot of gardening in it. And good morning, Cindy. Cindy's just joined
Oh,
us.
Cindy, good morning. Catching us at the tail end.
Time
So
for
I'll
your
just,
gratitude.
yeah, I'll just really quick, we're getting close to 8. I have been very fortunate that I've had an opportunity to spend some very lovely, special time with my parents recently. So I've been feeling very grateful because I know just with the state of the world, a lot of people haven't been able to spend time with their families. And so I feel pretty fortunate and have been really appreciating getting that time with them. So that's been filling my heart a lot lately.
That's so wonderful.
Yeah, awesome.
Well, I have a quote, but did you also want to share yours, Terry? You can tell me if you want it before or after the one I have.
One that has been ruling me this week, it's been my mantra this week, is take the leap and build your wings on the way down. Sandra Yancey.
Like that.
And just, yeah. There's another way of saying it, something about, taking off in a plane and building the plane on the way down, but I prefer the I prefer the wings.
I like the wings too.
Love it. Good old Sandra. All right. Well, here's mine. It's similarly themed because that seems to happen a lot. Not the cry, but the flight of a wild duck leads the flock to fly and follow. It's a Chinese proverb.
Oh my gosh, I've never heard that one before.
I was just going to say, Terry.
Can you email me that? That's amazing.
Of course. I can definitely do that.
Oh, that's perfect. Look at that, there's me.
I know. I was like, hello, Terry, our wild duck, helping us get out of them, go from muck to the magic. Like,
yes.
Exactly.
Well, and it was funny. Yesterday, I was thinking about my marketing for my program. And I was like, just so you know, I'm going to be learning too. Like, I'm going to be doing the homework as well. I have stuff that I'm going to be preaching and it's time to walk the talk. And so, yeah. Oh, that was great. Where did you find that awesome
Glad
quote?
you liked it.
You must have Googled duck quotes.
I don't remember what I Googled. Okay. Something probably along those lines.
Yeah.
Trying to find something that would be applicable for you.
Yeah. And you caught me with one that I'd never heard before, which is really quite impressive.
Well, thank you, Terry, so much for joining us this morning and waking up early. And thank you to Leanne and everyone who has joined us live, Cindy, and everyone who's watched the replay. So glad that you joined us, and we can't wait to see you again next week.
Yeah.
Yes, and we'll be posting the link for Terry's program in the comments. So check it out. Okay, thanks.
Thanks for having me.
Our pleasure. Have a great day.
Bye.
Bye.